This is an introduction to resource lists, the new reading list software introduced by the university in the autumn semester. And this is the home page for the system. Let's have a look first of all at the URL, which is resourcelists.roehampton.ac.uk. Now let's have a look at the information on the rest of the page, beginning with the toolbar. Both My Lists and My Bookmarks require staff or students to sign in. There is a sign in button on the right of the screen, but it's likeliest that they're going to want to access the system via one of these two options. For staff, My Lists gathers together all the lists for which they have publisher rights, and these will typically be the modules on which they're teaching, whose lists they need to edit either by adding items or removing items, or maybe reorganising the information presented to students. For students, My Lists will be the resource lists for the modules to which they're signed up. My Bookmarks work slightly differently. For staff, bookmarks are their wish lists, the items that they've come across in the course of their research, and they may be books, journal articles, websites, etc. In other words, anything that they potentially may want to add to a resource list. They can add to My Bookmarks, or they can add straight to the particular list. The choice is theirs. For students, since they already have their resource lists, My Bookmarks are typically going to be used for items they've come across in their own research, and again, these may be books, journal articles, or websites, readings outside of the set readings which they want to come back to. If we look at the search box here, it's possible to search for modules either by title or by module code. It's also possible to search for programs. Let's have a look how the information is organised and click on the link that says Browse Hierarchy. And the hierarchy, unsurprisingly, begins with the departments. If we click on a department link, we'll see that the next stage down is the programs, and beneath programs are the modules. To see a particular list, click on the link. And now we have a list of the items which are set readings. These are the links to the particular items, title and author, and then the format, whether it's a book, a DVD, which is set as an audio-visual item, or a website. And next to each format is the importance which the member of staff has set for that particular reading. A staff will be expected to access resource lists principally from the resource list home page. Students will be encouraged to access it through Moodle, and this is a Moodle site for a journalism module, Reporting Africa. If you look on the right of the screen, you'll see that the fourth block down says resource lists, and if we move the cursor onto the title of the course, you'll see that it's a hyperlink. Beneath the hyperlink we see the number of items on that list and also when it was last updated. And all students need to do to see the list is just click on the link. And there we are. This is the list for World Cinemas. And if we look on the right of this particular module, we'll see that under the fourth item says blocks, but it doesn't say resource lists. The reason is quite simple. The link has not yet been created from this site to its resource list. The way this would be done, and this is something we're asking academics to do themselves, is beneath blocks, click on the pull down menu, and there is an option which says resource lists. That will bring up the link to the resource list, and it can then be followed by students. For students, the question they're likeliest to ask in the first weeks of the semester regarding resource lists is, why isn't there a link from the Moodle site to the resource list? If you're asked that question, log it on Virtual Librarian and the member of staff will be asked to make the change. Alternatively, you can ask the student to draw it to the attention of the member of staff if they're going to be seeing them fairly quickly. For staff, the question they are likeliest to ask is, why am I not able to edit this particular resource list? Once again, please log it in Virtual Librarian and the relevant liaison librarian will make sure that that's done.